Hello everybody, this is a November holiday, November 25th. Tyler Hayes here coming to you from my basement as I am taking part of the Lamley challenge for November. And police is the theme for this month. And you can see my entire collection of what I have, and the brand that I chose for this challenge is from Greenlight Collectables. And as you can see, all those castings that I have here, ranging from the Caprice to the Dodge Chargers, Ford Crown Vics, and a Corvette in there too, some SUVs as well, some police interceptors of the newer kind, and some older model cars that were used in the fleet. Even a few trucks as well that'll also be a part of this challenge. Most of these you see here are the real versions of these cars that were just like the prototypes. However, there is a couple of vehicles that I did modifications on to match up like the real cars on the card art when I collected those. So with that all said, let's show you the top 10 of the police vehicles of the collection. And we can also squeeze in some honorable mentions as well. Alright, let's get going with the top 10. Coming in number 10 is the Fargo, North Dakota Police number 93. That is an 08 Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor slick top. And like I said, I did some modifications on it because the card art showed that it was an actual slick top, but the casting itself had a light bar on there. So I made it easy enough to remove it to actually match the real version of that car. So it's a real standout to be in the top 10, so I like it. Coming in number 9 is the East Hempfield Township number 16. That is a 08 Dodge Charger. What really stood out to this one, since it made the top 10, is because of the light bar setup you see there, because there's a couple ambers almost towards the center of the light bar, so that's a detail that I like that really matches up to the real version of this car. So it is just awesome. Sticking with the Dodge Chargers theme, coming in at number 8 is the Wilmington, Ohio Police number 114. Really nicely detailed vehicle nonetheless. But what really stood out to me is the actual paint detailing on this. And boy, look at that. A real standout to make it into the top 10 and making it into number 8. I really love the push bar detail on there as well. It really goes well with the real squad of the 114 for the Wilmington, Ohio Police Department. Coming in at number 7 is the Cheyenne, Wyoming Police 09 Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor this time. The real reason this one made it to the top 10 is because of the classic style light bar setup. Because I know I got other castings that has the setup like it. It's with the exception that a couple of those may have the solid one color instead of the dual color that you see there. So it is a real nice opportunity to see this one make it into the top 10, coming in at number 7. Coming in at number 6 is the Hometown City, Texas Police 2010 Chevy Camaro, and this one is the 3264. And as you can see, this is actually a slick top. The real version of this car was seized by the Hometown City Police Department from a busted drug dealer. Then had this car seized and had this painted into the Hometown City Police livery that you see here. It is a pretty cool slick top. Now, before we get into the top 5, let's throw in some honorable mentions. Let's show off the last of the collection that will be as honorable mentions that did not make it into the top 10. Alright, now that we got our honorable mentions out of the way, let's get into the top 5. Coming in at number 5, I really like the detail on this one. This one is the Michigan State Police 2016 Dodge Charger Pursuit, sporting the 100th anniversary livery for the Michigan State Police. And this one is car 137. The reason it made it into the top 5 is because of the much better detailing on the headlights and on the taillight setup. But the real standout is the rotary beacon LED strobe that is mounted on the roof. And that is how that made it into the top 10 as it came into number 5. Well, if LED rotary beacons aren't the case of that one, well, you're in luck. Have a look at this one compared to the Michigan State Police squad that you just saw. Coming in at number 4 is the Kansas Highway Patrol 2011 Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor. As you can see, the roof beacon on there is a little more different than compared to the Michigan State Police squad. And I like the aluminum wheels on this one. It's a real standout, just like the real versions of these squads. So I think they may have a slick top or two in the fleet of the real squad cars like that one. But I'm just so happy that this one made it into the top 10 as it came into number 4, according to my choosing. Since I did mention about anniversaries, like that Michigan State Police squad that you just saw moments ago, because that was part of an anniversary collection, this one is too, and that came into the top 10 as well, and it is brought up to number 3, and you're looking right at it. That is the 89 Chevy Caprice of the California Highway Patrol. Really love that light bar setup. What really stood out, that this one has the push bar, and there's a real standout. I did modifications on the wheels on there as well, since it's also chrome. So it really is a nice one. But it came into the top 10 to be placed into number 3. Well, if that Michigan State Police Charger that you saw wasn't enough, how about this one then? Maybe a good standout. Coming in at number 2, that is the Georgia State Patrol. Number 625, that is a 2017 Dodge Charger Pursuit. It really is a great stand-up because I really love the detail of how these squads were made. Especially the GSP logos on the rear lids, almost by the trunk lids. It really had more logo details, and couldn't see anything better than that. So really great to make it into the top 10, being placed into number 2. Well, since all those squads really got your attention, but guess who made it to number 1 in my top 10 of my choosing? And that is the Police Interceptor show car of the 2020 Ford Police Interceptor Utility Hybrid, the 001. And the reason why this is number 1 is because that it has the mirror lights on the front there, front of the mirrors, real nicely detailed headlight setup as well, and the light bar too, especially more logos further in the back. Tail light setup is amazing too, so that is just amazing. So there you go, guys. That is the challenge for November, as I am taking part of the Lamley challenge. If you got collections like he does, you're more than welcome to show it off before the month of November comes to an end. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.